What's up, everyone? My name is Socrates101. Today we're back with episode number 2 of this the Sandstorm team. So he has a pretty scary team. He's an Archeops. He's a Hariyama. Ever know what Hariyama can do? Because you have been watching my Pika videos, haven't you? Probably not. I don't blame you. So this thing is annoying. I'm just gonna lead with Sand Slash because I kind of feel like doing that. I'm just gonna knock and then like rock slide. So he goes in a Vile Plume, that's alright as long as he doesn't do bad stuff to me. That's gonna be great. Okay, so one of the only switch-ins I have for this is actually my Mortar. Hopefully he doesn't. Well, oh no, I was about to say Sleep Powder, but we do have the Vital Spirit on this thing, so it's not actually that bad. He's probably predicting a fire move, so he's gonna go into his Stick Fat Hariyama, but I actually do back Psychic, so that's pretty good. As we do get this Spadef drop, that's really fortunate because this allows us to actually knock it out. Unless we get a low roll. Unless we get a very, well, decently low roll. But Hariyama basically dead. He's a -1 defense. I'd like to just go into my Zato and just straight up U-turn. And then go into my Hippopotas really, because just to get up the sound for 8 solid turns. Because now Sand Slash actually does a number on his team. He's probably gonna taunt because he's the lead set. I'm just gonna go into Sand Slash. He's gonna taunt. Yeah. Since I'm faster, I can just rock slide twice. There is no reason not to do that. And as soon as it goes in a Vile Plume, that doesn't like taking a rock slide plus an earthquake. I don't think. Okay, that doesn't do anything. So I'm just gonna rock slide, yeah, again, just to kill the Archeops. Archeops was basically useless from that point on out anyway. And now the only real switch in he has got is his Vile Plume. I do have Zato for that, so I'm not particularly worried. If he wants to, like, after this, I'm just gonna wait for Rhydon. I wish I could speak today, as I said that before. But if he goes on a Rhydon, I can just straight up U-turn out into the Hippopotas, because Hippopotas is like, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you. He's probably just gonna go in a Vile Plume. But I see no reason to try and pull a double and be fancy. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because there's, well, he was gonna switch into Vile Plume anyway. So we got Stoutland in. He's gonna hit him up with a Choice Bandit return. Stoutland is actually not all that good this battle, so if it gets hit by a lot of things, it doesn't really matter because Sand Slash is gonna be the MVP this game. But Stoutland is just nice in the back for some damage, as Superpower can do a lot yet again. So I'm just gonna go back into Hippopotas because there's legitimately no reason not to do that. He might get Stealth Rocks right here. No, he actually goes for an Earthquake. That's just adorable because I still kind of want to keep this thing around. So I'm just gonna go into Ludicolo because there's no reason not to do that, and I can fire up a Skull afterwards, and then I can just start spamming Giga Drain. Yeah, that seems like a plan and a half, but he actually predicted that. That's kind of alright. I mean, I'm not too worried. Oh, that's so unfortunate, dude. That is so unfortunate. But yeah, we can just Giga Drain right here, and as soon as he wants to go into this guy, we're like, we don't care because it's a Kling Klang, and we still have this guy. And then there's Samurott, which is probably also going to Mega Horn. This guy has a lot of checks for Malamar, to be honest. A little bit too much if you ask me, but I'm gonna go into Stoutland right here because that does seem like my better option. Yeah, I was considering clicking Superpower right there, but I didn't really feel the need to do that. If he wants to set up right here in my face, be my guest, because afterwards I can just go into Zato and hit you up with a double Rocky Helmet, but he's just gonna pull a double, just completely sack off his Samurott for no particular reason, and he's just going to forfeit like that. This allows me to just grab one more battle, because this was only 5 minutes and 20 seconds, which is not something we, I like to do on my channel. 5 seconds and 20. I swear it's the lighting, by the way, that I'm this pale. I'm pretty pale, not gonna lie, but I'm not Casper the Ghost. Yeah, so all kinds of stuff going on. I'm just gonna pause until we get there because I don't feel like rambling up these tiny parts. So we're back with the panda chat. Is a Tangela, which bends over my team basically. I'm not sure. He doesn't have any way of hazards, nor does he have any way of hazard removal. He does have a Zatu though, which is pretty interesting. I'm just gonna leave it at Palpitus because it does seem like a good lead. I'm just gonna go into Ludicolo because I don't know. Really? I just don't. I'm just gonna fire off a Scald for no reason. Well, I kind of want to burn this thing. Wanted to lead seed, kind of wanted to lead seed, but he doesn't want to go in a Tangela because he's kind of fearing the potential Ice Beam on this thing. But he is gonna go to Regice, and that doesn't do anything. This allows him to go into McMortar. Fire of a Fire Blast, because nothing on his entire team wants to take that apart from Lantern, which is the only thing that can switch into this, and I'm actually going to try and catch that on the switch. So after this, no, actually not. I'm just gonna fire off a Fire Blast because that'll put it in range of the next Earthquake. Yeah, that will put it in range of the next Earthquake, but I have no reason not to just Psychic right here because that is also going to kill. So McMortar actually killing the counter. And now I just need you to kill a Tangela. I need you to not get up rocks, which he doesn't have, so that's good. I'm not too sure. I'm just gonna go into Zatu. I know this is not a counter, but let me just try and get up some damage off this thing. He probably just went for the most accurate move and it paid off, so I'm just gonna go in a Sand Slide. He's gonna rock climb now, isn't he? Yeah, he's gonna rock climb. Damn it. That was a bad play on my part. And now Sand runs out. That's great. So I'm just gonna go back in a Zatu just because I kinda messed up. Now this allows me to go into Palpitus. Get up Sand yet again. Just Whirlwind. Because he's probably gonna go into Zatu, which he's actually not. That's a bit unfortunate. Now I'm just gonna go into Ludicolo because I don't have anything better to do. Okay. Could have well been worse, to be honest. I'm just gonna go for another Scald. I mean, if he hit it and I burn him, that's gonna be great. If I don't, well then I don't. Yeah, this allows me to go in a Stoutland. Get off a return. I kind of want to double into McMortar, predicting the Tangela, but this works too because he goes into Zatu. No idea why he'd do that on a Bandit Stoutland, because every Stoutland that runs around, which is not a whole lot, because I haven't seen any, and a single other one of these. But yeah. So I'm just gonna return again. That actually does a solid amount of damage. Whoa, that does a lot back. Can you stop that? I do here? What do I do? You're gonna go into a mortar because he's not gonna do that again, or he is, and I just died a sandstorm. That's alright though, because now I can get a switch into Sand Slash. If return is 45%, Exor's probably not gonna knock it out. So what I'm gonna do is just knock off. I'm gonna die to this Giga Drain. That's alright, because what this does, it allows me to just go into my Stoutland and kill the world. Gonna go into Regice, he's just gonna sack it. That's fine by me. He's probably gonna go into Taurus, which allows me to go into Apoptis, and then kill everything from there with Stoutland, because Stoutland can live one hit from the Tangela, and life is gonna look really good from there on out. I'm just gonna Earthquake. No, I'm not. So this got some chip damage. I don't think it was necessary, but I'm just gonna return right here. Unfortunately, he didn't go into Sock, because that would have actually been better for me, because if he, in fact, turns out to be... I can take one of your hits, right? No, he leaves Storm, so it's over. Damn it. So this is 11.5 minutes. I just want to grab one more, just to try and redeem myself real quick, because my head is somewhere else, apparently. Playing like an absolute shithead. And we're just gonna cut until we find the next one. So we're back and we're facing a Stoutland. Well, I just said we're never facing a Stoutland, but in fact now we are facing a Stoutland. Ditto is gonna be annoying because I don't have anything for Stoutland. Nor Sand Slash a bit more, but still no. So you gotta lead with this thing. I don't have anything for that. I'm just gonna leave with Xatu and try and so he sees what moves I run, which basically means that he is gonna like he can't Psychic because then he gives me initiative. Okay. I never saw anything. Now he gives me like a free. Gonna go into Stoutland, and I'm gonna go balls deep by clicking superpower predicting the Probo pass. Okay. Yeah, that was a bit too much apparently. Not gonna lie. But this allows me just to go into Xatu, just roost up and then U-turn. Because he doesn't have anything that really threatens my Xatu all that much. He's gonna go into Mespret, which is alright. Because I can T-wave something. If he goes into his own Zalt, into his Ditto right now, and he bounces back, then that's gonna be at least slightly annoying. I wish I was synchronized right now. Didn't matter, because then we would have both. Well, it would have been better, because then we both would have been paralyzed. But now this kind of forces him to just go for U-turn, and I get the slow U-turn, which basically means initiative for me, which is good. I'm guessing. So he goes into. Oh, really? So he goes into this, which is interesting. This allows me to go into Sand Slash. I mean, he doesn't want to take like a. But my best play is straight up just going for knockoff. Because I could knock off the Eviolite, I could knock off Mesprit. If he's not Cold Barbarian, then I actually end up killing him. So I do think this is my best play. He goes in a Tangela, which is straight up fine by me because I do end up knocking off this thing's item and I can just go back in his Zal to try and roost. And then just U-turn on his Ditto. But this is actually good because this allows you to get 2-hit KO by styling, so it's no longer switching. That's a tiny bit unfortunate. This forces me out into my McMortar, which he predicts? I am not so sure. But I'm just gonna go into Zato, you can just sacking and get some chip damage. I'm not sure. What I should do right here is probably gonna go for like protect last resort shenanigans and then like choice bandit scrappy. It's kind of what I'm guessing. No, he's return. Maybe he's return last resort. I have no idea. Why would you do that? Yeah, I don't want to go into Stoutland right now because that might get bent over by this thing. But I'm just gonna go into this guy and fire off a Toxic on something because everything is susceptible to Toxic except for Probopass. We don't send in a Probopass on a ground type. You just don't. I could very well actually just try and get my rocks, but I don't think it's all that necessary. Maybe it allows me to like 2-hit KO this thing. Okay, that's shit. A whole lot of that. So basically what he has is 2 Stoutlands right now, which is straight up terrible, actually. I'm just gonna go into this guy. Oh my god, he's gonna go into Probopass right now, isn't he? He's gonna go into Probopass. Well, I mean, even if he does, then I don't care. Okay, there we go. So that's gone. He wasn't running Sturdy, he was running Magnet Pull. I'm not sure why he'd do that, but he did it. He did it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just gonna go into Ludicolo because I don't fear this thing particularly. He's probably gonna get up his rocks. No, he's actually not. Now I can just fire off Scalds because there's not a single reason crosses my mind to not do that. Ludicolo is really nice. This Def Ludicolo, it's Subseed, it's phenomenal. Actually, walls a lot of the metagame right now, unless they start critting me, of course, because there's always that. Yeah, so this is actually not all that bad for me because this allows me to just get into one of my things to kill other stuff with earlier. Wait. Who views faster? Stalin is faster, so I want to go on to this guy for. Oh, it doesn't matter because this thing is probably a choice curve. Yeah, I'm just gonna X Scissor. He could very well just try and go out into his Tangela, and that's gonna be fine. Wait, I have no idea what I'm doing. So yeah, that is a solid 2-hit KO. So. I'm not sure whether he wants to stay in for the next one. I kind of want to predict him to want to switch out into something else. I'm just going to double into my mortar because it's probably the safest bet I have. Even choice scarf my mortar kills my team. I'm basically without anything right now. This thing is more than likely like protect whatever. So probably Fire Blasting is my best play, predicting him to Baton Pass into the Mesprit. At this point in time, I have no clue what I'm doing. Yeah, he just does that. That's a tiny bit unfortunate, but I'm not particularly worried. Oh, because Focus Miss does what Focus Miss does. That's just shit. Not gonna lie. But does T-Bolt kill? I don't think it does. He's just gonna Psychic. That's adorable because that barely does anything. And I actually ended up blending both my Fire Blast, which is not great because, yeah, it's just not. Since I'm like AV be... Wait, yeah, he just earthquakes right here and just beats me, right? Because now I can go out into this? Go for an earthquake? I think he's gonna go in a tangle. Yeah, that's fine, but that brings you in range of X scissor. Yeah, again. Earthquake is 150, is a 75. Oh, that's the same. Damn it. Rock slide is so weak. Yeah. But we just go X scissor when we kill it. Now basically what's gonna come down to, okay, are we faster than the Stoutland? Probably not. He's a facade variant. GG. So me trying to redeem myself turns out to be absolutely horrible. Yeah, I'm going to upload this because I'm getting desperate for content. 2, I still think they were good battles. They were fairly close. So I have reasons. I have my reasons to do stuff. I do sometimes. So, but that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.